Sleep or one more game? We've all faced this dilemma.
We're playing all night, boys.
Whoa, buddy, slow your roll. Before you know it, you'll get dementia. I'm serious. We've all faced this scenario. It's nighttime, you're on the game.
I should go to sleep, but shoot, I'm having so much fun, I have to play one more game.
Or maybe it's more like,
No, there's no fucking way I just lost that. I'm fucking
something along those lines. But how much does that one more game affect you? In a study of adolescents, subjects who slept 15 minutes less than those with a normal amount performed worse on cognitive tests. Basically, the less you slept, the stupider you got. And that is 15 minutes! Because I need an example. One Fortnite game is around 20 minutes, meaning one more Fortnite game every night is gonna make you stupider. And go to Jupiter. Other studies show that 1 hour less of sleep every night can give significantly higher odds of feeling chronically sad. That's not great. And a survey of a ton of high schoolers showed that 1 hour less of sleep every night was linked to a 38% increase of sadness and hopelessness, with it also corresponding to suicidal ideation and attempts. That's not great either. Even if that game is only 20 to 30 minutes, you still gotta turn off the console, you gotta brush your teeth, you gotta get ready for bed. That's like 30 more minutes. That time is gonna make you sadder, dumber, hopeless, even a bad driver. On top of that, you'll be less productive when it comes to work. You'll be more prone to heart problems. You might even get a little fatter. This stuff doesn't just apply to online games either. It can be that one more level, that one more song, even that, well, I don't know what this is. This applies to everyone. So even if you're not a little dumb, stupid Valorant player shouting slurs at women, you're still applicable to this, buddy. Also, losing sleep can increase dementia risk. A study released in 2021 discussed how middle-aged people sleeping just 6 or less hours led to an increase in dementia risk. A 30% increase! Like, buddy, just put the controller down, put your head to the pillow, maybe put on a bonnet, and go to fucking sleep. Besides that loss of sleep, that blue light before bed every night is making it even worse. Blue light exposure in the evening can suppress your melatonin production, meaning once you go to sleep, you still can't go to sleep very well. Put the damn controller down before you go fat, stupid, sleepy, and depressed. Also, let's be real, it's never just one more game. Okay, you play that game, you lose it. Then you play another, you lose that one. Even if you win the next one, you don't want to stop a winning streak, right? So you play another, and another, and another, and another, and another. And before you know it, it's 7 in the morning, you spent all night playing, and you have work. Good fucking job. We know the harm it's going to bring us. We probably know it's not worth it. Why do we do it? Well, video games are kind of addictive. Why? Because they're fun as fuck. Video games release dopamine, and anyone is going to want to keep getting that dopamine. Plus, we all want to progress in games, and playing another round, game, or level is that progression. We all want to get to the end. It's too bad there's no end to Fortnite. Also, even more like other addictions, some people use video games as an escape. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but a lot of people just want a break from their real life, and once you go to sleep, you got work in the morning, and it all comes back. One more game just keeps you from that real life just a little bit longer. Games are looking like a bit of an addiction. But what if this addiction is healthy? Video games are clearly very important to many people, and a lot of people appreciate this one more game. But is there any evidence to this? Well, for one, games reduce your stress. A systematic review in 2021 found that video games effectively reduce stress and anxiety levels. Games reduce relaxation responses such as decreased heart rate and lower cortisol levels. Even violent video games for less than half an hour significantly dropped cortisol levels. So games obviously help people calm down, especially from their daily stresses. Those couple hours of Smash Bros after work may help you greatly, and if it really helps you de-stress that much, can you really blame someone for wanting one more game? Games can also improve your mood, reducing anger and sadness while increasing positive emotion. A 2024 Oxford study found that 72% of a group of 8,000 players experienced a mood uplift during gameplay. Self-reported moods were consistently higher at the session's end than the beginning. Clearly, games usually make you happier. Some games are even used as coping mechanisms for anxiety and depression. Pretty crazy stuff. I think it's pretty clear games are important to people. Plural. Because another aspect is the social bonding. What about people using games to talk with others? If that's the only way you and them are talking, you don't want to stop the game, right? What if you rarely get to talk to them? What if you just made a new friend? What if you want to get to know that new friend and you want to play more games to talk to them more? That could bring benefit to your life. Or maybe you just formed a hatred against someone so hard you have to fight them in Fortnite box fights because you owe them $40 in a wager, and you keep going double or nothing and double or nothing and double or nothing, and then you lost all your money. That's only hypothetical though. That social bonding has evidence to it too. Various studies have shown that pro-social games form stronger relationships outside the game. Those are pretty important aspects of life. Obviously, you want to get closer to friends. Also, Games may be the only way to interact with others for some. What if you suffer from severe social anxiety? What if you have disabilities preventing you from going outside and talking to people? What if you're a little bitch and don't want to talk to your cousins downstairs at the family reunion? Games may be that source of conversation for some, and you might have to stay up late for that. Staying up for one more game is already common, and it's gonna spread like peer pressure, just like how a middle schooler needs to buy Axe body spray, white Air Force Ones, and Nike socks. I don't relate to that. But what about benefits of specifically the one more game? Well, video games can get you in the zone. It can get you in a state of flow. You're deep in it, and pause can stop that. That one more game helps you continue your flow state, and that prolonged flow state helps your emotional stability. Making this flow state last longer improves your overall mood. Plus, the one more game mentality shows persistence and motivation. That one more game is a stubbornness to keep going. It's you going, no, I will not be beaten by Hatsune Miku with a rocket launcher. One study found that frequent gaming is associated with greater persistence on challenging tasks outside of games. Games help build adaptive coping, which is basically when instead of bitching out, you confront difficulty and try to overcome it. The one more game is usually you continuing until you succeed, and this can translate into stress tolerance and greater self-esteem. It can help build a resilience against frustration and make you emotionally stronger. Keep bouncing back! Ow, my jaw. But forget the benefits. Why do we want that one more game in the first place? Well, remember that flow state I mentioned earlier? That state keeps you psychologically invested because not only do you enjoy it, it becomes addictive. It's what keeps a musician to their instrument, a writer to their pen, a drunk driver to their steering wheel driving 90 miles per hour off a cliff. You want to keep going. You want to master. You want to overcome the obstacles. It is healthy to have a drive for achievement and enjoyment, and it helps as a distraction from pain and negative thoughts. That immersion can be a huge benefit to your well-being. But this doesn't disregard all the issues with losing sleep. That sleep is necessary. You can't give it up for some games. But we don't want to give up when we play a game. We just want to keep going. In our society, we encourage overcoming hurdles, not giving up, not accepting failure. But sometimes you just gotta give up. Sometimes giving up is just a better option. You can always try again later. And if you keep trying in that moment, you might get some tilt. Tilt is when you get so pissed and mad that you keep trying, and then that gets you even madder because you keep failing, and then you keep getting worse and worse, and then you f***ing scream at the top of your lungs and f***ing kill someone. Maybe you won't kill someone, but that game just keeps going and going, and it'll stretch into the next week. If you keep going, that loop is just gonna get worse, and then you'll get extra tired, so you should just give up. It's okay. It's just a game at the end of the day, and you can always just try again later. It's not giving up. It's a break. A break that lasts a while. But what if you're stuck in that one more game mentality? What do? Well, one way is just to actually stick to that limit. If you say just one more game, make sure you only play that one more game. Give yourself one limit and do not extend it. If you know you're going to want to play more games, give yourself a longer limit. Be realistic. You could say 2 more games and there I'm done. I swear, I promise. And that may be easier to stick to because it's realistic. If you know you're going to want more than one game, give yourself more than one game. You could also use a timer or alarm. If you get lost in the game and don't even realize you went past your limit, you could set a timer to knock yourself out of it. You could also try to remind yourself of the reasons you should sleep. Those negatives of not sleeping are pretty bad, and if you remind yourselves of them mid-game, it might knock you out of it, and you might stop playing the game then and there. Taking a moment to think could help you snap out of it and put the controller down. Another tactic is if you're with friends, you could out loud say, "This is my last game." And it'll keep you accountable. Saying it out loud makes it real, and other people know about it. Assuming you have good friends, they'll respect you. If not, you got bigger problems. My final suggestion, walk away. I'm serious, just walk away. Walking away can be way more effective than just thinking. I mean, being right in front of the screen, that'll put you in that trance, but walking away, it can knock you out of it, and you'll actually be able to stop playing. So yeah. Games can be great, and maybe that one more game can be great as well. But that one more game all the time usually isn't your best choice. So maybe just don't. I mean, it's pretty easy. If you can't manage to do that, you're kind of a little bitch.